So, warm welcome to this National Horizon 2020 Information Day for Energy. This is a joint initiative arranged between VINNOVA and the Swedish Energy Agency. My name is not Esa Stenberg, as it says on this slide. My name is Johan Lindberg, and I am National Contact Point Coordinator, while my colleague Esa is National Contact Point for the energy area. We unfortunately had to make a change, and Esa couldn't be with us here today. So originally he should have been here and guided you through the energy program, but now I will take that role and try to help you and guide you. As National Contact Point Coordinator, I have a vast experience of the different frameworks programs, but I've mainly worked within the ICT areas. I know little about the details in energy, but I have with me representatives from the European Commission and also colleagues and especially a fellow National Contact Point in energy, so Lisa Lundmark from the Energy Agency, whom works together with ESA here at VINNOVA and in the cooperation between the Energy Agency and VINNOVA within the energy program. Before we go into the main program of the EU calls for proposals in the energy program, I just want to briefly introduce you to VINNOVA and also to the agenda of today. So VINNOVA in brief, we're an agency under the Ministry of Enterprise, and we're a research and innovation funding agency. So we have about a little bit more than 2 billion Swedish kroner annually that we spend in Sweden on research and innovation projects and different kinds of supports. On top of having funds of our own and funding research and innovation projects in Sweden, we also have this role of National Contact Point, being the advisory part, the support function, helping Swedish persons or organizations interested in participating in the EU framework program. And it is in that role we are hosting this Energy Day together with the Energy Agency. VINNOVA as a whole, we're about 200 people here at this office where we are today. And we also have a small office in Brussels with 3 persons. And our Director General is Charlotte Brogren. And also, now I realized I forgot a few points from the first slide, but I also would like to warmly welcome those who are watching us from the web. So we are lively broadcasting this to the internet. And the first link you have on this slide, that's where you will find presentations and the recorded material. And the second is the hashtag if you want to say things on Twitter about what is going on here. But then continuing, I said VINNOVA has the role of being national contact point. That is one way to get support when you are going to apply for EU research and innovation funds. But we also work together with many different intermediaries. I already mentioned the Energy Agency as also being national contact points. But we also work closely with the local level. In many cases at the universities, we have different grants office that help the university researchers to apply for grants. Region level, we cooperate with Enterprise Europe Network, which is a network with 15 different nodes here in Sweden. It is coordinated by Tillväxtverket, the regional growth agency. They can help SMEs and enterprises in participating. And on a national level, we have the NCP system together with other agencies, but we also have different support offices in cooperation with the research institutes, and we will come back after the coffee break and with the presentation what they can help you with. But the 2 main national contact points, it's my colleague Esa Stenberg that you can see here, and then it's Lisa Lundmark from the Swedish Energy Agency, whom is also here with us today, and whom you can contact and get advice and discuss your project ideas and get all kinds of help and information on how to get into these kind of projects. And looking back a little bit, is this important for Sweden? Well, yes, so far Sweden has participated quite a lot in EU research programs. So looking at the previous program, FP7, when you start to do analysis, you can see that, well, it's just looking at the money flowing into research organizations in Sweden, FP7 was the second largest source of finance in Sweden. Only the Research Council funds more research in 2012, and VINNOVA has the 3rd place when it comes to national funding of research and innovation. So already looking back, EU has been a very important source of finance for research and innovation projects in Sweden. And also looking at it a little bit the other way around. So how is Swedish participation? Are we a valued partner? Do we have lots of good cooperations with others in Europe? So the participation is quite high. You can see from the map that it's slightly centralized around the different areas where you have large universities. So you have this band from Stockholm to Gothenburg, where you have the darker the picture is, the more participation you have. And you have, of course, Lund, Malmö, and then also, it's not so visible on this one, but you have, of course, also participation in Luleå, Umeå. And we are quite good. So on the average, the Swedish success rate when applying for funds in FP7 was 23%, which is quite high if you compare it to other European countries. So Swedes are fairly successful and fairly often showing up in different projects. And also looking at our rank, so in budget share in the European Union, we are on 9th place among the member states, which is quite good, given that we are a small country, because if you just look at the budget, of course, Germany, Spain, UK, the large countries come in top, but we're one of the best performing smaller countries in the Union when it comes to the participation. So already we have a strong track record of participating in the system and being able to gain valuable funding as well as results from all the different projects in FP7. So we of course hope that this will continue into Horizon 2020 and we will be as prominent as we have been before. And directly from the energy part of FP7, well, over the POS program, we have received about 500 million Swedish kronor from this program in FP7. So Sweden has been quite successful and is in the top 10 position in a tight race between Norway, Switzerland, and Sweden, whom are participating in the area quite well. And again, of course, the most successful countries are the large ones: Germany, Spain, followed by Italy. But then, of course, with a larger country, you will get a higher participation and more money. And just some very, very short basics about Horizon 2020 before I hand over to the program of the energy part. So in Horizon 2020, they divide the system into 3 different pillars. So you have these areas: the excellent science, the industrial leadership, and the societal challenges. And the energy area is one of the big societal challenges that you will hear a lot more about from the Commission representative presenting it after me. But for the other areas, so in excellent science, in a simplified manner, you can say that the first priority is really about raising the level of the science base, of the excellence in Europe's science base. The second one is really about the industrial leadership, so how to make Europe a more attractive and competitive region by using research and innovation. And then the third one is, of course, a mixture then, how to address the big societal challenges of providing energy, providing transport, and other challenges, where the European Commission is really trying to make calls for addressing these grand challenges and really solving the problems around these grand challenges. And with that, I will just shortly go through the agenda for today. So really the first point is that we have a visitor from the European Commission, Dr. Paul Verhoef, head of unit from the renewable energy sources in DG Research and Innovation. And he will guide us through the work program of 2014 and 2015 for the energy challenges and tell us all the details about how to look at this part of the program. Mr. Verhoef, after the presentation of Mr. Verhoef, we'll have time for a few questions, I think, and discussions, and then we'll have coffee break at 2:25, and we'll reconvene 10 to 3, and we'll have 4 different presentations about experience and how this system works from a Swedish perspective. So we have experience from researchers and companies that has participated in FP7, and then we also have a presentation from Lars Gullbrand from the Ministry of Enterprise on how Sweden work in the program committee when we form this program together with the European Commission, and then a special section about opportunities for small and medium medium-sized enterprises, where Per Lindqvist from SB, the Technical Research Institute, will present how they work with small companies. We expect to close at around 20 to 4.